This will be a difficult mission carried out by a select few, and right now, you're the only one capable of leading it.
Calnus, full speed! Engage!
Being a captain means you have to take responsibility for an entire ship, an entire crew.
Hey guys, Lucky Ojo here, coming at you with part number 27 of Star Ocean: The Last Hope 4K Remaster for the PlayStation 4. So last time, we came across this Grigori that was different than the others. It was sentient. It tried to take over our minds. It kept saying things like, you know, we are the just, you know, basically, I mean, we're the infinite. We are, you know, the advancement. Our world is the, you know, the new world. There's no way that you can beat us. Well, we beat it. TLDR. We end up destroying it. But at the same time, Crow and FaZe were in the orbit fighting the Phantoms. And the Eldarians are just getting massacred in mass. And FaZe bounces mid-battle. Like, the Aquila gets its engines damaged. FaZe just can't stand watching his people getting attacked. And he just takes his ship and runs. And, like, he goes full rogue. And his eyes change. He's like, I'll do even what Edge wouldn't do. And he just leaves. And we don't really know what the ramification of that is, but he just goes. So our goal now is to go to EN2 and figure out what's going on, and then to stop the rest of the Grigori. So we're just going to head out of here. There was an exit right where the Grigori was. So we're going to head out of the cave that way and see if we can't find, like, a convenient exit. Broken metal cutting blade. That is an interesting item to pick up there. Oh! Last episode I was like, I wonder how you get up to these things that are up here that fall down to there. Well, to answer your question, to get to the antlion den thing from there, you merely have to go through the entire den and then fight the boss. So now we're in a relatively familiar place. I'm going to heal at this magic healing place. And then now we're going to skip, hop, and jump and dodge every guy we can, trying to make our way back to the Calnus. I have a rough estimation of where that is. So we need to head to the east and then north, which we can do here. If I remember right, there's actually a way to jump off from here. Like, this takes us to a ledge, and then we can jump from here. And it totally does. And this acts as like an extra shortcut. And even adds an extra harvesting point we can take. Which we will, because we're here. When in Rome, take the harvesting points. I'm pretty sure that's how that phrase goes.
Here we go.
Grab the pickled plums for 2 XP and 1 SP. And we go right back up to the Calnus, and we are ready to rock. So this should be a familiar scene. We I don't know why I just had to walk over that curing sheet because we don't need it. Well, Sarah's made herself at home at the con. Like, do you know how that thing works? I don't even know how that thing works. Oh my, there's just so many things I've never seen before. Just trying to remember them all is enough to make me dizzy. That makes more sense. We're hitting EN2 for sure this time, right? Like, I feel you, Raimi. For real. While the departure of Mr. Phase is unfortunate, the road we all traverse is still the same. I am confident we will meet again someday. Until then, we must grapple the task laid out before us. Okay. I mean, I feel you. The Wonder Twins are packed and ready to go. What's gonna happen from here? Oh. I can't get Miracle. There we go. Sure feels dead around here now that FaZe is gone, huh? Now that I don't have as many people to sit around and snack on cookies with. Yeah, now that we found out what you can turn into a cat. Alright, let us go ahead and launch to EN2. Yeah, the 1d8.
All preparations for launch are complete. We can depart upon your order, Mr. Edge.
All right, listen up, everyone. We can no longer deny that something's happening to our universe. We still have no idea exactly what is happening, nor what's in store for us in the days ahead. But we may find the answer to those questions on EN2. And when we do, believe me, there won't be any turning back. Knowing that, if you still...
It's all right. As long as we're all together, we'll be just fine. Okay?
If you're going Edge, so am I. And you too, right, Sarah?
Yes, I still haven't learned to fly yet. I'd be in a bit of trouble if you left me behind.
All Lucian wanted was to bring peace to the galaxy. I'm going along with you, because I want to, boy.
I'm somewhat disappointed you would even ask. We are friends, after all. I'm sure you know what my answer is.
My only aim is destroying the Grigori, but I'll stay until the rightful occupant of this seat returns.
Raimi, listen. What I'm about to do is probably... no, definitely contrary to our original mission. At best, we'll be discharged from the SRF. At worst...
A crew's duty is with their captain. We all believe in you, Edge.
Thanks. Calnus, engage!
Man. No more reports to Shimada, I guess. But I feel like we're not really opposed to the original mission. We found a threat and we're just like neutralizing the threat. So they can colonize with the threat around.
Relax. When the lad returns, I will vacate his seat.
I don't care about FaZe at all, okay? It didn't even matter if FaZe was here or not in the first place, okay?
Lim, your face is telling a different story.
Yes, I agree. Like you're lonely and worried and having a hard time dealing with it. I'm not worried at all, Kay.
FaZe is going to be just fine. He's got Crow with him after all.
I'm telling you, I'm not worried, Kay.
Something wrong, Raimi?
What are you planning to do about our report to headquarters?
Huh?
Our report on Eos and the exploration base. Our SRF mission still isn't over, you know. I have no idea if they'll believe us about the Grigori, but we won't be able to avoid mentioning Crow.
That's true. Crow's no longer...
His actions have clearly deviated from his SRF duties. There's no question he'll be called to account for them. I've been trying to figure out how to prepare this report for so long. My head's killing me. And I guess we'll have to tell them about Captain Grafton and the others.
Yeah.
What is it?
High energy reaction incoming, directly ahead of us.
What? All hands, brace for...
Oh dear! Yeah!
Status report!
The Countess is hit. Damage minimal. Propulsion systems, all functions normal. We still have full control.
Prepare for retreat!
Roger.
Damn it! Who the hell is it?
I've detected 2 heat signatures from ships in our path. I'm putting them on the monitor.
Are those Phantom ships? The ones that attacked the Eldarian refugee fleet?
You don't think Crow...
He wouldn't allow himself to be killed so easily. These ships must be unrelated.
Second wave incoming.
I'll return fire. Reroute the weapon controls here.
Hey, I'm all for returning fire, but with the armaments on this ship, we won't stand a chance against them.
If we try to trade fire with them, we'll be shot down first.
Is that so? There's nothing I can do here.
Hey, this is no time to be kicking back, meow.
Third wave incoming. It's going to be a direct hit.
Too late! We can't evade it!
Raimi! Raise electromagnetic shields!
On it!
Oh man. So are we getting to
Electromagnetic
EN2?
shield strength down to 40%. Hull damage at 6% and rising.
Damn! They just don't stop, do they? Now what?
Another vessel is closing from behind. Registration unknown.
What? More of them?
Incoming fire from the unknown vessel.
What just happened?
Did they save us?
Do you know them?
No. There are no Morphous ships of that design. If anything, that vessel actually looks more similar to...
We are not your enemy. Repeat, we are not your enemy. SRF-003 Calnus, please acknowledge.
Calnus? Do they know us? Acknowledged! This is SRF-003 Calnus with the USTA. This is Captain Edge Maverick speaking.
Got yourself into quite a little jam, huh?
Huh?
What?
Is he a friend of yours?
No way. That's the commander of our moon base. And a hero on Earth.
The first man to travel faster than light, the pioneer of space exploration.
Lightspeed Kenny.
There was a time they used to call me that, yes. I'm just one of the suits. This is USTA Moonbase Commander Stephen D. Kenny. I am here on USTA orders.
Allow us to more properly introduce ourselves, sir. I am Edge Maverick, captain of SRF-003 Calnus.
I'm First Officer Raimi Sionji, sir.
I'm Lim, Kay.
Miracle Shema here.
Hello there. My name is Sarah Durand. I'm a feather folk who can't fly.
Miss Sarah, come here.
Oh, dear.
It seems you have a rather unique crew, don't you?
Yes, sir. They're my friends, and I'm very proud of them.
Edge, are you sure about this? They're all...
The captain of a ship has full authority over all personnel issues, even if those personnel happen to be extraterrestrials.
Then, the USTA is aware of the existence of extraterrestrials after all, sir?
Yes, though our only direct contact has been with the Eldarians. Mr. Gagan was a true gentleman, very intelligent.
Have you met Commander Gagan, sir?
Yes, a short while ago, in orbit around Mars. He had a fleet of Eldarian ships with him.
I see. So the refugee fleet managed to escape.
So you knew?
Huh?
No, never mind. First of all, I'd like to have the report from your mission. Tell me, what did your investigations on planet Eos reveal?
Edge.
I know.
Oh man, put him on the spot.
Let's tell the commander everything.
Even about Crow?
I'm just going to tell him the truth. He'll have to understand. And besides, Crow hasn't done anything wrong.
All right.
I hereby issue my report, sir. What we experienced, what we learned, everything. That concludes my report, sir. It may be difficult to believe, but everything...
Everything you say is true, correct?
Huh?
I don't have any reason to doubt what you say. You did well, Mr. Maverick. Coming through all those experiences without breaking under them, you did very well indeed.
Yes, sir! Thank you very much!
Unfortunately, that makes the message I must relate to you that much more difficult.
Huh?
Following the appearance of Gagan's fleet, more and more Eldarian refugee ships came to our solar system. The Eldarians issued Earth and its people an indictment. They said their home planet had been destroyed by Earthlings.
What?
Huh? But why would the Eldarians accuse Earth of...
Because of what they witnessed firsthand. Wave after wave of black SRF ships mercilessly gunning down their refugee fleet.
But those were...
Phantom ships, you would argue? I can certainly believe that. But can you really ask the Eldarians, who lost their beloved homeworld and now wander as vagrants, to believe it as well? It's only natural they would hate what they saw with their own eyes. The SRF. In other words, Earth. Mr. Gagan did come to our defense, but it was for naught. All the Eldarians' hate and anger is focused on us. How dare we use the technology they themselves provided for such ungrateful, shameless acts, they ask. Their indictment could prove to be fatal for Earth and all who live upon it. I trust, of course, that you understand why that is.
I do, sir. As we now know, we and the Eldarians are just two of many races living in our galaxy. If this incident were to become widely known, some of those races would certainly view us as a threat. Even if this did all arise from a mere misunderstanding.
We've only just taken our first steps into space. It would present a danger to Earth beyond all imagination. So the USTA was left with no other choice but to offer the Eldarians and the government of Earth this justification. That is a factual impossibility. No vessels of that sort, nor any organizations that might command such vessels, have ever existed on planet Earth.
Commander, does that mean...
The SRF has been dismantled, along with any evidence it ever existed. We're well aware this is nothing more than a charade, but we have no other options to come to terms with the Eldarians. Earth will support the Eldarian emigration without compensation. We cannot allow a non-existent organization to disturb that balance. And so, that's why I'm here. I have come to you in order to bring a bit more realism to that charade.
Commander, surely you...
All hands, abandon ship immediately. Once you are safely aboard this cruiser, the Calnus will be destroyed. Two of the original SRF vessels still remain. One of them is SRF-003 Calnus. No such ship exists anywhere in our universe. We cannot permit even the faintest trace of the SRF or its activities to remain. Yes, we must wipe the slate clean of everything.
Wipe the slate clean?
Such BS, man.
After we dreamt of going into space for so long? After so many SRF men had those dreams cut short? After all the places this ship has taken us? After all the hardship my friends and I overcame together? You want us to pretend none of it ever happened? That is something I cannot do, sir. I cannot turn my back on this path we've walked step by painful step. Not after all we've been through.
Now he's just gonna shoot you down.
Mr. Maverick, do you fully comprehend the implications of what you're saying? The SRF no longer exists. As such, you are now a complete outsider. The USTA will not be able to grant you its protection. You won't be able to return to Earth. Indeed, you may not be able to find asylum anywhere. You'll be branded a traitor.
A traitor? Even that would be preferable.
What?
I've made my decision, sir. Together with my friends, my allies, I'm going to stand up against this and fight! I realize it's sheer audacity, sir. But because I believe it's what I must do, I'm going to keep moving forward. If the alternative means giving up, I'd rather be branded a traitor.
Stand up against the universe, huh? Quite a bold declaration, son. You'll no longer exist. Is that really something you can deal with?
We can.
Raimi, everyone.
There was a time when Edge was so full of regret and worry he stopped moving completely. But even so, he's managed to overcome every adversity and continue moving forward.
Edgy doesn't lie, Kay. So, I know he'll fix everything somehow.
I found myself drawn to the heat of Mr. Edge's passion and soul. I will stay by his side for as long as I can feel that warmth.
Edge can do it. I know he can. So I just feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. Meow.
When I'm with Edge, you see, I get this amazing feeling like I can fly just about anywhere.
The boy might still be a little wet behind the ears, but he's got all of us to take care of him, so...
I suppose even capriciousness has its virtues.
Boom.
I'm going to move forward, with my friends, for what we must do. And for the memory of those who died with their dreams unfulfilled. Even if a hero such as yourself stands in my way, Commander Kenny, I will not give up.
I see. The fact that you've overcome such formidable obstacles, gained so many companions in vast and unknown space, it's impressive. So go.
Commander.
Go forth. And do what you must.
He is way more chill than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to shoot at us. That's not how I expected that to end.
Dismantle the SRF? Don't you think that's rather short-sighted?
Watch your tongue, Commander. Or do you presume to think your heroic reputation carries more weight than my rank?
Seriously. Excuse my impertinence, Deputy Director Shimada.
The USTA has reached its consensus. This is no matter for a mere moon-based commander to meddle in.
Well said, sir.
Your job is to simply carry out the orders I require of you. Do you follow, Lightspeed Kenny?
Yeah.
But, sir, there's still a chance we can reach an agreement with the Eldarians. Mr. Gagan was quite amicable toward the SRF on Eos. If we ask him to intervene for us...
A little late for that, don't you think?
It sure is.
Any more friction with the Eldarians will only make my position worse.
Very well put.
I won't be thrown to a kangaroo court so close to elections.
It goes without saying.
The men of the SRF burn with a desire to explore outer space. What will become of their passion, their dreams? And more importantly, sir, what are your thoughts on the future of mankind? The environmental degradation of Earth isn't going to stop. Mankind's only hope for survival is in space.
My future is far more important right now. Why do all you ignobles want to make my life so difficult?
Can't you understand that there won't be any future if Earth is destroyed?
It's not as if the Earth is going to blow up tomorrow. This current matter is absolutely crucial for me. The SRF was a joke anyway. Romantic talk of passion and dreams without results disgusts me.
Absolutely despicable.
And how?
I suppose I must agree, Deputy Director. Quite disgusting, compared to the passionate, dream-filled, noble idea of using successful space exploration to further one's political career.
Is that all you have to say? Then be off on your mission already.
God, the guy's so terrible.
I can't imagine a hero of your standing will have much trouble shooting down such a lightly armed ship.
What are you thinking, Commander?
Oh, just thinking that I must be getting old. I'm astounded at how meekly I complied with such an absurd order.
If an officer ignores his superior's orders, his own subordinates will not respect him.
Very true. And nonetheless, as you plainly saw, I let them go on their way. Well then, Hines, how are we going to report this?
Well, what exactly is there to report, sir? We've yet to encounter any SRF ships, after all. Besides, the original order had a critical flaw. There's no such body as the SRF. How can a non-existent organization command ships? That's clearly impossible. And yet, Deputy Director Shimada issued an order to destroy these fictional vessels. Really, sir, what was he thinking?
Now, that's a charade. But, well, I suppose we can call it even now.
That's awesome. Like, Hines and Kinney, they got a good balance for, like, crew members. I like it. And that is not how I thought that interaction was going to go. Like, I honestly thought that's what happens when you roll a 20 on your persuasion check. Like a nat 20. I honestly thought he was going to shoot us down. But back to the game. Traveling to Yen 2 will be take a significant amount of time. You should rest yourself for the time being, Mr. Edge. Oh man, private action time. Not to mention, like, the SRF is done. Which is also a huge plot device. Because, like, we were like, oh god, what are we going to do? We're going to abandon the SRF. And Crow totally abandoned the SRF. And then, just kidding, the SRF is disbanded anyway. I guess it's a little late for this, but were you completely sure about coming with us, Sarah? Oh dear. I guess I'm not being a nuisance, am I? No, not at all. It's a huge help to have you here. I just hope you didn't decide to come with us without thinking. It was really sudden, wasn't it? Don't you think your featherfolk friends and family would be worried about you? Yes, I suppose that's possible. I completely forgot to say goodbye to them. You forgot? Isn't that really bad? It's alright. I'm sure Miss Elena will take care of it for me. I did remember to say goodbye to her at least. Maybe, but they're probably still concerned. They might be. I wasn't even allowed outside our enclave until I was 15 years old, you know? For 15 whole years? Yes. I was never once allowed to set foot outside. Although I can't imagine why. I think I have a pretty good idea. I was so moved the first time I saw the outside world. There were so many towns and castles and great big oceans and deserts and so many different people. Everything was new to me. I made a lot of mistakes, of course, but even those were lovely experiences. Roke was such a wonderful place, so I thought the world beyond it must be even more wonderful. I know I'll be able to see all those wonderful new things if I stay with you. I've only just set out on the Star Ocean, but my chest is positively pounding with excitement. I see. You're just like us, aren't you? You left your planet to fulfill your hopes, your dreams. Yes, I certainly did. That's why I'd like to ask you a favor, Edge. What is it? Please continue to show me around to all kinds of new things, okay? I want to get even more excited. Of course, I promise. We'll find all kinds of new worlds together. Thank you, Edge. I can't wait. Alright. She didn't even say goodbye to her parents, who probably filed a missing persons report, or the medieval equivalent of that. I'm glad we got a new friend. I bet he'll be lots more useful than Phase, too. Phase. Not even a K afterwards. Can't say her actual feelings. But, proving my point of we totally traded Phase for another Eldarian. 100%.
What's that? Let me see, let me see.
Oh, light charm. So Welch is here.
How you doing?
Well, wasn't Welch part of the SRF?
Awesome recipes on the way.
Like, legitimately, I only opened this up just to see if Welch was here. Because I wanted to see if, like, it would just launch an interface, like, a blank interface now. With new comrades having joined us, the burden of your responsibility may weigh heavily on your shoulders. But do your best, Mr. Edge. We believe in you. Alright. Is it just me, or is, like, there not private actions happening right now? Maybe I need to go to the cockpit. Yeah, here we go. I'm starting to get sleepy. I'm gonna go lie down in my room a little bit. Same thing? Okay. I feel like we're missing some people here. Particularly active cat and our new Eldarian brethren. I did only check one of... Oh, there. Speaking of which, I feel bad for Miria. I wonder if she'll ever find another lover. Yeah, I kind of feel bad too. That did remind me, I'm also missing Miria, who is also not there. Like, where are these people at? This ship is not big. Like, where are these people? I forgot even what the room assignments are. So, Edge and Raimi. Okay, so Murio should be down in the far right room. So the two that are missing, not in the bathroom, be right here. Nope. Where are these people? Or maybe the combat simulator room? That's exactly where they are. Hey, I was just trying to make conversation. You don't have to stare daggers at me. I've already heard all about you from him. Him? You mean Crow? He said you were still reckless, but someday you'd have what it takes to be a leader. Crow's still saying things like that, huh? Look, I wouldn't put too much stock in whatever he said. He likes to tease people. I don't need to hear from you. I only put stock in myself. First, you must stand against me. Stand against? You want me to fight you? What he said about you doesn't concern me, but you're the leader I find myself serving now. If you're so worthy of commanding us, prove your power to me. Otherwise, I won't acknowledge you, even if he does. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Fine, bring it on. I'm impressed. You take up your sword without protest. We're going to be traveling together as friends. I'd rather prove myself now than leave you with lingering resentment. Well said, lad. Oh, this is a real mock battle. Okay.
We don't have time to play around.
All those critical hits and healing myself. Sorry,
All
Armot.
right, nice job.
Had enough? I see. What he said was true. Very well. I will submit to your leadership for now. Bro, I just like whooped you. Somehow I won, but it took a lot out of me. Not really. I guess he accepts me now. Whew, I'm completely wrecked. You really had one hell of a follower, Crow. I have to get stronger so people can put their faith in me. I mean, he wasn't really that big a deal, dog. I like this ship. It's filled with hope. I can't say that I mind the lively atmosphere either. Okay. Poor Lim. She looks awful lonely, don't you think? Yeah. She's pretty messed up about little phase. Oh, edgy. Okay. Limmel seems terribly lonely without now that Mr. FaZe is no longer with us. I can only hope his group is able to reach Ian 2 safely. Let's see if Raimi's continued on. Nope. I hope FaZe can get back here soon. The ship feels so dead otherwise, you know? Man. Like, the guy had like 0 personality except for edge worship. But people are all about having him back. I don't see anyone in the bedrooms. Quick double checks of who can do what. Because I'm talking to pretty much everyone. Oh, there's Miracle. Oh, Edge, what are you doing here? I was just following the nice music. What are you playing on your ocarina? Yep, it's been a while, so I was practicing. Well, I don't want to disturb you. Should I go? It's okay. The professor said I'd only get better if I let people hear me play. Klaus said that? Then that ocarina must be... Yeah, it was my ocarina to begin with, but I gave it to the professor. I showed him how to play it. He used to practice so hard. You taught him that song? The one he played at the... I knew it was that professor right away. My ocarina allowed us to find each other. Now it's my turn. Huh? If I keep playing this song, maybe the professor will notice, and then I'll get to see him again. Miracle. The professor's alive somewhere. I just feel it. So I'm going to keep playing my ocarina. You do that. Maybe you will see him again. Yep. Well, you're not going to get any better unless you have someone hear you play, right? Will you play for me? Of course. Alright, so we got another action done. Quick run through. Someone's in here. Hey, Aramat, got a minute? Alright. The silence is deafening, but I'm not about to give up. We had a pretty good match, didn't we? How do you fight with that giant scythe anyway? Are those things standard equipment on Eldar? It was like you were going up against a hurricane. It took everything I had just to parry your strikes. You saw right through my attacks, too. I don't suppose you'd show me the trick, would you? You were the victor of the duel. You have no cause to come to me seeking advice. Sure I do. Everyone has their own experience and their own strengths and weaknesses. In our case, we're totally different. We were even born on different planets. There's plenty I could learn from you. Fortunately, we have friends from all across the universe on this ship. Each one of us has something valuable to teach. Aramat, won't you at least try to talk to people? You could be a little more personable, you know. Heh. That's what you really wanted to say, isn't it? Took you long enough. I have no interest in fraternal relationships. I will do what I please. Now leave me. We have nothing more to speak about. He wouldn't even give me time of day. Man, this does not bode well. Baki told me about the dream he had last night. He looked really happy about it, Kay. Hey, maybe we talk to him? You may be surprised to hear this, but I often dream in my sleep. Sorry, I was just recalling my most recent dream. It was quite good indeed. A person's dreams are fleeting, precious, and I would wish for them to be in no other way. Alright. So he's still more Morphous in there than you might think. What do you got going on there? The numbers aren't matching up on our cargo food reserves. You aren't sneaking any extra meals, are you, Edge? Oh well, we'll just have to stock up when we reach Ian 2. Wait a minute. Let's go check the cargo out. It's probably a miracle.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Well, well. This is a pair I never thought I'd see together.
I was playing and that big pile of junk collapsed on top of me. But Aramat saved me.
It's dangerous in here, so don't play around, okay?
Okay, I'll try to cut back then.
Sorry Miracle put you through that.
I was just passing by.
But you did save me. Thank you, Aramat. Yep.
What do you think you're doing?
Huh? Why are you getting mad?
Do you mock me?
No, no. See, that's just Miracle's way of showing affection. Like this, see?
Edge, are you okay?
Ow. Come on, Aramat. It was just a joke.
I thought Edge was going to give him a kiss for a second. I was like, whoa.
He's already gone.
Next time, Edge, I'll save you.
Thanks, Miracle. Looking forward to it.
Crow is a pretty cool guy, but Aramat's got his charms too. You're still #1 in my book though, Edge. Oh, snap. I wonder, like, if she's just affectionate and, like... So you ever meet people and, like, they're just physically affectionate people, right? Like, everyone shows affection in different ways. And I think she's just maybe one of the, like, so some people are just shy and they're not very expressive in their affectionate ways, but, like, they do things like they make you lunch, or they tidy up after you, or they help you with something and, like, they take care of you. Like, we'll use Raimi in this example, right? Anytime Edge has ever been in trouble, she's been there for him. So, like, you can tell that she actually cares about Edge, maybe even more than a friend, but she shows her affection for Edge in what we'll call, like, the quality time and acts of service methods. And she provides that as her method of showing that affection. She spends all of her time with Edge. She wants to be around him, be part of his life, and then she also helps out, does things for him, provides him backup. Anytime he falters, she's there for him, kind of thing. But there's other people who are like legitimate physical affection people, and that's just like their thing, right? Like, Miracle's not the kind of person who, when you're like, oh man, I need someone to come fix the ship, she's not the one that you go to and you're like, hey, I need your help, Miracle. The ship's busted. She's gonna be like, well, I want to eat the chicken bird person on the ship. But she seems like the physical affectionate person. So I don't know if she's just a physically affectionate person, so that she even is just mainly physically affectionate to her friends, or if she has a crush on Edge, if that makes sense. And it's hard for me to get that read exactly. Kind of like Limmel. Like, Limmel is not an expressionate person. Like, to the point where she's almost, like, sociopathic. But you can tell that she's, like, a quality time person. She likes to spend time with those people. Like, her time with FaZe for friendship, like, she is always with FaZe. And that's why it makes their dynamic. She is not, like, a words of affirmation person. Because, at least not with FaZe. Because she says some really mean things to FaZe. But you can tell that she really cares by who she hangs out with. In the same way that she had, during that one private action, just having Edge take a nap next to her. Like, she just likes that affection by having someone next to her. Let's see what's going on with these two. Aramat, you were with Crow for a while, weren't you? What of it? I was just wondering what he'd been up to before we saw him again on Eos. I'm curious too. We had to bid really hasty goodbyes. You're his friend, aren't you? I'd wager he was doing exactly what you'd imagine. He's not the sort of man to bend to circumstance. You can say that again. I can't imagine Crow ever behaving any differently, no matter what happened to him. I was the sole survivor of the Battle of the Phantoms when he saved me. Yet faced with the loss of my home and brethren, I offered no thanks. I thought his act was pointless. Why didn't he let me perish with my people? Aramat. Then he told me, almost as if it were nothing. You can't die yet. You've still got work to do. Blame your own regrets. He continued. Now that you survived this, you have to fight until the very end. I'll be there to witness the moment you can finally burn out. He's a fool, yet he never offered any banal advice. Never told me that I had to live. He valued my will more than anyone else. In the end, it served to save my very soul. There he goes again. Normal people just don't say things like that, do they? To people they've just rescued? That's Crow, isn't it? Even out here in space, he's breaking the mold. Breaking the mold, eh? So that's what he is to you, then? Oh, we get to pick. Do we consider him a rival? No. From the very moment, like, Edge always says he's his best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Edge. On Earth, or here in space, no matter what we're doing, or how we live our lives, he'll always be my best friend. There are things about him I just can't understand, or never stop being the closest friend I have. But don't tell him I said that, okay? It's just between us. I won't say anything. It would just be stating the obvious anyway. Obvious? What do you mean obvious? I mean obvious. Crow knows. Everyone's known for a long time. No way. I refuse to believe that. You never know when to give up, do you? Teehee? Another teehee, man. Fraternal relationships are idiocy. But I suppose... No, it's nothing. Huh? Did he just... smile? Man, breaking Aramat's shell. Little by little, man. Just about 900 more of these private actions and we will have him just a little social butterfly. Mary and Sari are actually really good friends, Kay. Really, it's just in their blood to fight with each other. Hopefully Miracle is not eating Sarah. Okay. I think we should be good. Ooh, hang on. In one of these rooms is somebody. Good old Bacchus. You need to talk to me about Aramat? It concerns his life, Mr. Edge. We must speak in secrecy. His life? Sure, tell me. It seems he does not have very long to live. What? What are you talking about? He has modified his own body. I suspect he has undergone rather reckless genetic manipulation. Genetic manipulation? His fighting abilities have been enhanced to the extreme. That is how he is able to display such superhuman strength in battle. Does Aramat know his life is in danger? He does. I recommend he receive life extension treatment. What did he say? He dismissed me out of hand, claiming he had no interest whatsoever. With our amorphous technology, I am certain we could extend his life, but... What? But why? Mr. Aramat is gravely determined. He refuses to lend me his ear. Would you try to convince him, Mr. Edge? If his life can be saved, I believe we should do whatever we can to save it. Alright, I'll tell him what I think. I'll tell him that I think we should accept the treatment. You have my thanks, Mr. Edge. Don't worry about it. No one wants to lose a friend. Yeah, whoa. Like gene manipulation therapy? That's crazy. There's Miria.
Miria.
What are you doing over there, boy?
I'd been meaning to ask you this for a while, but would you please stop with the boy thing? Miria. You were just crying, weren't you? Were you thinking about your husband, Lucien?
What if I was, Would you console me?
Huh?
A good man never admits to noticing a woman's tears. However, an even better man does whatever it takes to stop them. Well, what are you going to do for me, Edge? You see? Still just a boy.
Oh.
Always teasing.
A boy, huh? Yeah, I guess I am.
The alternative was Raimi walks in on that, like the miracle scene from last time. Don't get too pushy now. You'll start to get annoying. Yeah, I mean, let's see what you're up to, man. It's a long trip. Calm down. Morphus ain't my style. Trying to save Aramat if I can find the guy. Oh, there you're hiding. Ugh. Huh? What is it? Just leave me alone. Nah, man. I gotta do somebody else's thing first. It's like a Rubik's Cube. I'm so bored. Maybe I ought to go out and try and attack Sarah and... Oops. Just kidding, just kidding. That was all a joke, right? Miria's a strong woman. I don't know if I could ever deal with that kind of heartbreak. I mean, I feel you. It's rough. We already had to talk to that. Maybe we should talk to Sarah one more time. Mary's stomach always seems to be empty, doesn't it? I wonder if it's because she's always chasing me around. That's concerning. So this time, I think I've honestly talked to everybody, and I don't know how to advance it forward. I know we need to talk to Aramat, but I don't know how to talk to Aramat to get his thing. And I'm assuming talking to Welch isn't going to help. Yeah. So maybe after we land, we can talk to him. So if that's the case, we are going to just sleep it off. Man, I'm wiped. Maybe I should rest a bit. Rest until arrival. Now approaching destination coordinates. Please prepare for a warp out. Alright, before any shenanigans. Let's see, I believe it's here. And we'll see if we actually made it. But I believe this episode's running a little long. So we will end it here and then see if we actually made it to EN2. So we had quite a bit of private actions. We found out that Armont is dying. We found out a lot of interesting things about all of our other crewmates. We almost got shot, but didn't get shot. And we found out Shimada still is a scumbag. And the SRF is no more. Which kind of sucks. But we kind of needed that to happen. So it conveniently happened right around the time that we needed it to. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. This was a very side story-esque / plot heavy-esque episode. So let me know what you guys think. As always, smack down that like button, and we will see you next time.